What's good, people? It's man like Jamo. Now, I'm kind of gassed for this one because Anchor were kind enough to borrow me their new Eufy C15 robot grass cutter lawnmower kind of situation. Now, just as a disclaimer, as I said, Anchor did borrow it to me. It's not mine, and it goes straight back to them after it's cut my grass. So eventually, man's going to have to get back to cutting my own grass. But now it's out of the box. Let's just get straight into it. Let me show you what the grass is looking like first of all. 1 second. So you man, this is the grass situation at the moment. Obviously, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. Apparently, the Eufy thing can only cut grass when it's like 10 millimeters maximum. No, it must be 10 centimeters. No, I think it's 10 millimeters. One of the two anyway. We're going to see whether it can actually cut the grass or not. As you can see, we've got a couple of brown patches in there already. We've got this ditch over here, fam, which I'm wondering if the robot grass mower is going to be able to climb up it, so we're going to see what I go on for that. But basically, it's probably the most simplest patch of grass that you could cut, fam. So let's see if this thing can do it. Right, let me show you the underside of the thing before we start cutting grass now. Pretty much simple. You got these two big boy wheels. These are motor wheels kind of thing, so they're doing their thing. They push it forward and backwards. You've got the two turning wheels here. Obviously, they do their thing as well. This is the grass cutter. Like, I thought it was going to be bigger than this, but it's kind of these really small... Hold on, can I just zoom in on that? Yeah, there we go. It's these really small little blades that just cut around. I guess I've never seen a grass cutter underneath before. I've never really cared. So, yeah, that's basically the underneath of the thing. Flip this on its back now. In this bit here is where you obviously do the charging. And then this is all the little camera sensors. So, you know, you got your LiDAR, your camera, your whatever sensor, motion sensor. That's all there kind of thing. And obviously, you just put it on its front there. I kind of like the design. The design's not too bad still. Like, it's weird. It doesn't keep the grass inside it, but it does seem to store some grass. Because if I shake it right now, a lot of grass will fall out. But maybe that's the same with all these, things anyway. This thing as well has got a roof to protect it from the rain, but I've just been too lazy to put the roof on, so it's just there without a roof. I kind of feel it looks better without the roof, but I guess it looks a bit more flashier, and I'm not enticing to thieves without the roof as well. So yeah, maybe I should put the roof on. Alright, so this is what the application looks like. It's loading at the moment. I think maybe I'm too far away from my Wi-Fi for it to work, which is a bit awkward. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got our little status there telling me that it's fully charged. Go into that. It's got the whole map of my garden there kind of situation. You can move that up and down, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You got a little live view camera mode, which I will show you guys whilst it's actually doing its thing. And you got bare different options here, fam, like grass height and stuff like that. Travel speed, path spacing, all that kind of good stuff for your grass, which I should probably actually get into to get that perfect lawnmower cut situation. You got little edit map options here. Basically, you've got everything in the app that you would need to customize how this thing is going to cut your grass. But yeah, let's get into how it actually cuts the grass now. So I'm just going to press the play button.
Starting task.
It's just said starting task. Okay, let's see how long. I'm going to just do this in real time. It says loading system. Okay. It's backing it out. It's having a little think. What I've noticed that it does is that it goes on top of the grass and then it starts to give you a warning that it's going to start cutting. And then it starts cutting, fam. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it's going there. Okay. All right. Don't know what it's doing. I think it's just catching its bearings or something. I don't really know. You can kind of see the tire marks that it's left in the grass there. So, starting blade disc, okay. Okay. And it's starting in the middle this time. What I've noticed is that it seems to start in a different location each and every time. Whereas with my Eufy, the thing that hoovers the floor, the vacuum, that's got a specific route that it always follows. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to let this thing do its thing for a moment. I'll do a little time lapse and I'll get back to you after it's cut the grass. Just looks like it's cutting random bits of grass at the moment, I can't lie. Can't lie, it's cutting random grass at the moment. It's is it even doing anything? I'm not too sure. I've got it on the highest level though, because I'm gonna start on the highest level, then I'm gonna go a little bit lower. But right now, yeah, it sounds like it's just doing its own random thing there. But we'll have to see that. Right, let's try that again. There we go. So you can see it's got the camera feeds, it's got the remote control setting, so mine can cut the grass manually. Like if there's a spot that it's not done, I can just kind of drive it like a remote control car. It's proper responsive, and yeah, you can cut the grass manually like that. But obviously the whole idea is that you're saving time by not having to think about this thing. You just let it do its automatic thing and cut the grass itself, and you're pretty much good to go. Alright people, so the grass has been cut and ting, the little robot's back in its place. Let's do a little grass inspection. You know the ones there, fam. Let me turn the camera around real quick. Let me let you guys know what it is. Okay, managed to get low with it. Did you get? Managed to get low with it, fam. I'm not gonna lie. It's looking good. It is looking good. The only thing with this specific lawnmower, and I'm sure with a lot of others, is that you can see all this stray cut grass that is just left on the concrete, fam. So man's gonna have to get like I don't know, a little brush or something for it to, you know, just brush that back onto the grass or brush that into a bag and dash it somewhere. You can see these brown bits of grass where my grass needs more watering kind of thing. Not mad at the level that it's cut it to. I cut it once on maximum level, maximum height, and then I cut it on 30 millimeters. I think maximum height is 60 millimeters. Half of that, 30 millimeters. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's done decent. It's done decent. Yes, the grass does need watering, as I just said, but it's done decent. It's just that it's given me another job of obviously having to hoover up all this dead grass that is now left on the outskirts. Hasn't really left a lot around this side, but if you look over here on this side kind of thing, yeah, bare dead cut grass that is it's just left there. And I'm assuming as it gets windier and windier, that's gonna just get spread across the whole rest of the garden. But the fact that it saved me the time of having to actually cut the grass myself, you know, I thought that's a bonus, fam. I'd rather just have to do little small sweep of this dead grass back into the grass patch rather than have to cut the whole grass and then do that kind of thing. So yeah, for a little maintenance cut, I don't think it's done too bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but honestly, yeah, I think it's done its thing still. Anyway guys, I think that's about it with the Anker Eufy C15 robot lawn mower kind of situation. I quite liked it. I like the fact that essentially you can set it and forget it and it will mow the grass every, I don't know, week, 2 weeks, whatever you schedule it for. The only thing I'm slightly worried or concerned about, I should say, is the fact that it's quite a flashy piece of kit. Like, I've seen people jump over garden fences and still for less. And this thing is like, what, £800? And you're gonna just leave it in your garden overnight? Sure, you can bring it in. It is very lightweight kind of thing, but then that kind of goes against the whole set it and forget it principle of you leaving it out there, just knowing that it's doing what it's doing throughout the seasons, throughout the year situation. Whereas if you take it inside, I'm assuming you're gonna have to take it outside and then let it do its thing, and then you're gonna have to take it back inside. It's just adding 2 more steps to what's supposed to be a set it and forget it process. The other thing is obviously the fact that it doesn't pick up the grass that it cuts. So like with a lot of other lawnmowers, you're gonna have to go in with like a little grass vacuum situation or brush the grass, the dead grass back into the grass. I don't know anything about garden care whatsoever. That's why someone like me would get something like this, because I can leave that in the garden and it will look like I know what I'm doing in my garden. Whereas really, the robots are just controlling the garden and making it look nice. That's my ideal situation. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and if this video has been of any use, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button for more content like this.